Welcome to the Rugby 100 Club. I'm your host, Matt Courtright, and with me today is Paul Byrdak. Hi, Paul.
Guess who's back? I'm back, baby. Love it. Having so much fun being here. Let's keep it going as the season starts just this Saturday.
Yeah, look at you rocking a Legion shirt, a San Diego Legion shirt.
San Diego, baby. We are Legion. Unfortunately, they are no longer San Diego, but still exist. California Legion, merger of two teams. What do you think about it, Matt?
Man, I don't want to steal anything you're going to say, but I'm going to go right at the obvious, as we talked about, and we keep talking about the schedule. My goodness gracious. So I'm just going to, you mind if I just throw the schedule?
Do it.
While we're talking about it.
Do it.
Okay, so in the schedule, unfortunately, which one's the home game?
It says at the top what the home games are.
No, I'm being sarcastic, right?
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. Like, which one's the home game? I mean, yeah, when they're away, they're not playing at home. So there's 5 of them. And then when they are, quote unquote, playing at home, they're at a different stadium each and every week. So the stability is my concern on the players' mental behalf. What else you got on it?
I feel like if they can get the fans to show up, I don't know if the players will notice too much, because all rugby stadiums are essentially the same. They're big fields. They're essentially soccer fields or football fields, whatever you want to call them. They're just big plots of grass with a field goal post at both ends. You put the ball in the try zone, you score tries, you score conversions. That's all you really got to do. It is going to be difficult, especially for the players playing at a different stadium every week, especially if fans don't show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very concerning how you're going to build a fan base when, 1 week the game's in San Diego and a different home game is, up in Santa Barbara or something. That's tough. I mean, that's tough. I don't have a solution. I wish there was more to it. My biggest concern is the one thing that I heard about that I haven't heard of a solution. How are they obtaining medical? Last I heard, California State was not willing to give them medical. I hope my source is wrong.
I've heard rumblings that Nevada might potentially help them out. I don't know what the logistics of that are. I have no idea how any of that stuff works, but hopefully somebody will step up.
Man, we can only hope. Really hate to see them, anything negative from something so simple. Well, that's what I got. I mean, hey, I'm excited. These guys all have a place to go play ball. I'm excited that there is a team in California. I'm excited that this season is almost kicked off. What is it? Friday, right? Or no?
Saturday.
5
more days till the season starts. 7 p.m., I believe, my time. So,
so 5 o'clock my time.
Or no, it's 5 o'clock my time. Sorry, 5 o'clock my time.
Okay, so 3 o'clock my time. Okay. Legion versus Anthem. Talk about the two teams that really, like we just said, with Legion being unstable, and then Anthem, last season they didn't do well, wins and losses anyways, and so that'll be the first game out the gate.
Yes, sir. And that's the two teams we go over today.
Awesome. Well, shall we?
Let's do it.
You ready to kick this bad boy off, my man?
Let's start with Declan Leaney. He is a prop. He was in the all MLR week 8 last season. Pretty good player. He's only spent 1 year in California. He played for the he played for the RFC LA last season. And he originally played with Randwick in Australia and has actually won some championships in Australia in the Shoot Shield just a couple years ago in 2023. Several other players on the Legion team have also been part of that Shoot Shield, and we'll be going over a couple of them as we go today. Second guy I want to bring up, Maake Muti, one of my favorite names in the sport. Have a couple of them. He's one of them. He has spent 3 years in MLR. He has also played 4 years in Super Rugby during his career, meaning the Legion team have a very good player. Super Rugby players are usually exceptional. He also plays for the U.S. Eagles, national pride, showing some U.S. pride right there. And he played 12 games and started in 12 games and appeared in 16 for the Miami Sharks last season. Unfortunately, due to them folding, he was reached out to by the Legion. Legion signed him, and so he'll be making his starts in games in California this season. Next up, we got Tonga Kofe. He is one of the 2025 All MLR second team selection players. Again, meaning he's a top 30 player in the league. Very good talent, very consistent player, very, very reliable as well. Doesn't usually get hurt, usually plays a lot. His breakout season was just last season. He played in 16 games, starting 14 of them. He had 108 tackles in those 16 games, and he won in 2024. He won the Utah Warriors Newcomer of the Year award. Just new player to a new team, having a great year. So hopefully he can do that again in California. Sorry, not LA. And he made his first start for the U.S. Eagles in a win against Belgium this past offseason. That's pretty cool. The U.S. Eagles don't win a lot of games, but he was part of that game. He also has played with the Leicester Tigers of England's Premier Rugby League, meaning he's played in very high talented rugby leagues. So another great player coming to the Legion. Next up, we've got Alex Lopetti, brother of Chicago Hounds Tavite Lopetti. When he and his brother were kids, shows the love of the sport right here. He would either stay awake or wake up at 3 a.m. for New Zealand and South Africa games. That's dedication. That's commitment. It's awesome. It's somebody who loves the sport, and he's going to play it because he loves it. He has previously spent time with the NOLA Gold. He was their starting hooker last year. And in 2025, he had 11 starts, 15 games played. He gained 126 meters. He brought down 111 offensive players. And he's a consistent player. He just plays. He plays hard. He does what he needs to do on the pitch, and he's going to be there. He's going to be healthy. He's going to keep pushing. He's one of those guys that he just keeps going. He gets tired. Everybody gets tired, including him. But guess what? This guy's motor, it just keeps on running. Next up, we've got Ben Sugars, 23-year-old player. He joined Declan Leaney in Randwick, winning the Shoot Shield in 2023, played Super Rugby in 2024, and in 2025, he made his MLR debut. He played in 15 games and started in 11 of them. His stats in those 15 games, 239 meters gained and 135 tackles. Again, another guy that just plays hard, does what he needs to do. He's also young, developmental. He's got a lot to learn. He's got a lot to play. And he's just another guy that's going to keep doing the job and keep pushing. Next up, we've got Jason Dam, U.S. Eagles captain. If that says something, that's pretty cool accolade right there. Jason Dam arrives in California as one of the league's most reliable forwards. He brings physical presence, durability, and leadership to the team. He's played in 7 professional seasons, and in 2025, being his most recent, 15 starts, 16 games, 158 meters, so almost 10 meters gained per game, and almost 200 tackles. He recorded 199, coming one short, and he had 13 tackles per game. His career stats, he's got 51 starts, 64 appearances, 2,256 meters, and 724 tackles. Another guy that just keeps on playing. He keeps on digging. He keeps on pushing. He does what you need to do. He just plays. Next up, we've got the flankers. First one is Ed Timpson. He was RFCLA's 2025 Forward of the Year. So he was an easy decision to bring on to the Legion team, the Legion combined team. One of the better players for the LA team turns into hopefully one of the better players for the Legion. He played in 15 games last season. He had 13 starts, He had 7 tries, so a try every other game almost. He recorded 379 meters and had 164 takedowns. That is about 26 meters per game and almost 11 tackles per game. Next is Lance Williams. He has been in the MLR since the inaugural season back in 2018. He has played with the Utah Warriors his whole career, but unfortunately they folded and he joined the Legion. He has also played with the U.S. Eagles Sevens team. For those that don't know what Sevens is, pretty simple. Instead of 15 players on a pitch, you got 7, so you have just under half the players, and it takes a lot more speed and a lot more stamina than the normal 15s rugby. In his career, he started 75 games, has showed up in 81 of them. He has 19 tries, 3,156 meters, 891 tackles, which translates to 39 meters gained per game and 11 tackles per game. Great stats for a forward. Consistent, hardworking motor, just keeps going. Another guy that the Legion should be very happy to have on their team this year. Next up, we've got one of the fan favorites, Christian Poitevin. This will be his 4th season with the Legion. He was 2025's Legion Player of the Year, just like an MVP for the team, but Legion Player of the Year. He was also on Randwick's team back in Australia. He had 8 tries in 2025, just last season, 8 tries. He also had 291 meters gained and 170 tackles back in 2025. Over his career, he's got 59 appearances, 51 starts, 18 tries, 1,582 meters, and 695 tackles. Just another one of those guys that's just going to keep pushing, keep playing hard. And it almost seems like he gets stronger as the game goes on. And he was MLR's Team of the Week in weeks 2, 6, 12, and 17. So also an exceptional player. And he is a former MLR champion with the Giltinis. And he also lost a championship in 2023 with the Legion. Next up, we move on to the scrum halves. Gonzalo Bertrano. Us Chicago fans, we're not a big fan of this guy. In our opinion, he's enemy number 1 in the league. He's 2025's MLR Back of the Year. One of the best players on the not Legion last season, but he was an RFCLA player last season. He was the MLR Back of the Year. He was on MLR's first selection last season, so he was a top 15 player last season, number 1 at his position. He made 15 starts, 16 appearances, 6 tries, 13 assists, so 19 total tries he can account for, 684 meters gained, and 59 tackles. The meters gained translates to 43 meters gained per game. Back to the reason why Chicago doesn't like this guy. In the last second of the game that we played in Chicago, last play of the game, this man scored the game-winning try. And then he flipped off the crowd, which the crowd didn't love, and he got eliminated for a week. He got suspended for a week the following week. But all in all, we don't like him because the guy's good, and he's not a hound. If he was a hound, we'd love him, but because he's not, and he beat us in the very last second of the game, we don't like this guy. He is signed with Legion through the 2027 season, so he'll be there again next year. Moving on to the fly halves, we've got Kobe Milne. Milne has also gained experience in Super Rugby and earned appearances with the Western Force in Super Rugby. He has played professionally in Japan as well with the Munakata Sanix Blues. He is known for his high rugby IQ. This means he's a very smart rugby player, is where he needs to be, just like things like that. He's also got great attacking instincts. He knows when to pass. He knows when he can run by you. He knows when he can run you over, and he knows how to just step you. He can dummy step the heck out of you. He's also a calm leader. So when the pressure is on, this guy is usually calm, cool as a cucumber is what I like to say. He combines strong game management with an ability to challenge defenses and create opportunities. This guy, he's just a rugby player. He's a smart rugby player. He's been around the game for a long time. He's been playing professionally for quite some time. He's also exceptional at goal kicking, and he has proven scoring ability, just consistency, scoring, and good kicking. Moving on, we got Billy Meeks. Entering his sixth season in the MLR, he was RFCLA's 2025 Back of the Year, one of their best players last season. He was also an All MLR First 15 selection, and he finished on MLR's Team of the Week in weeks 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12 last season. Last season, he recorded 16 appearances, starting in 15 games. He had 6 tries and 6 assists, 642 meters, and 144 tackles. In his career, he's played in 73 games, starting 72 of them, 13 tries, 6 assists, 5,346 meters, and 690 tackles. Billy Meeks, he's just another one of those guys. He's going to keep playing. He's going to keep pushing. He's going to keep hitting. He's going to keep running by you. He's just going to keep showing up and playing consistent. Next up, we've got the centers, probably the Legion's best position. First off, we've got Nick Chan. 2025 was his rookie year. He played in 12 games. All 12 were starts. He had 3 tries and 2 assists. He had 405 meters gained and 121 tackles. Over 10 tackles per game and just 400 meters is pretty darn good for a rookie season. He's another player who played for Randwick in 2023 and won that shoot shield along with the 2 others I mentioned earlier. Chan played with Western Force in the Super Rugby preseason in 2022 and has been knocking on the door of the Waratahs squad for quite some time. Another very, very talented player and will likely continue to start for the Legion. Next up, we've got one of MLR's best players. A lot of people know this guy, or at least have heard about this guy. His name is Joe Mano. He's entering his 6th season in the MLR. He is the MLR's 4th highest try scorer with 39 tries to his name in his career. He was named to the All MLR First 15 last season, his 2nd career All MLR selection. In 2025 alone, he tied his career high with 14 tries in 16 games, almost 1 try per game, and finished 7th league-wide in meters gained with 869. This guy, he's just going to keep on running. Like Forrest Gump once said, just keep running. That's what he does. It's what he did. It's what he does. It's what he's going to continue to do. Next, we've got Ryan James. He was 2025 San Diego Legion Back of the Year, one of their best players last season. He has championship experience, winning the championship in 2021 with the Giltinis. And in 2025, he had 15 starts, 15 games, 5 tries, 2 assists, 813 meters, and 82 tackles. Ryan James, just another one of those strong pedigree players. Another guy who's going to keep on running. Him and Joe Mano being on the wings for one team, it's going to be hard to stop. Because if you're stopping one of them, the other one's probably going to have some open space. And if you can get the ball to the other wing, he's going to be running. Next up, we've got Rory van Vugt, entering his 5th season in the MLR. In 2025, this man played in 14 games, 14 starts, 850 meters, 8th in the league, and 69 tackles. The 3 guys I've just mentioned, 3 of the better runners in the MLR. These 3 guys alone can wreak some havoc on the league. They're going to be fantastic backs. They're going to keep playing consistently, and they're just going to keep on running. And that's what they're going to do. Now, talking the schedule, we've mentioned it already. What is their home game? Unfortunately, they don't really have one this season. It's 10 different stadiums and 10 different games. One thing I'd like to know, if this team goes 10-0 and they host a playoff game, what stadium gets to host that playoff game? Not one of those stadiums gets 2 games, or right now, not one of those stadiums gets 2 games. We'll see what happens. The Legion can be one of those teams that does get to host a playoff game because they have a lot of talent. The one thing that they don't have is playing together, they don't have that chemistry. And chemistry in rugby is huge. I've talked about it the last couple of weeks. I've talked about it the last couple of episodes. If you don't have chemistry, you're not going to be a very good rugby team. But this Legion team, half the team has played together last season, and half the team really hasn't, because they are combining the Legion and RFCLA. We'll see what happens. They've got a lot of talent, a whole lot of talent. We'll see what happens. I could see this team going 7-3, 8-2, something like that. Matt, if you want to chime in.
Oh, no, man. I hope they do well. It's going to be a very competitive season. Curious to see how they play. I mean, they got a great squad. They're stacked. Now it's a matter of how they're going to flow together.
Exactly. We'll see what happens, like I said. Next up, we've got the Carolina Anthem. A lot of young guys on this squad. Anthem come into this season, unfortunately, with 0 wins the past couple of seasons. All of us are really hoping that this team can win. We're all second-hand Anthem fans. Even if your favorite team is the Hounds, the Legion, the Seawolves, the Free Jacks, Old Glory, we have one thing in common. Our next favorite team, we all love Anthem. They're the lovable losers of the league. Hopefully they can become one of the winning teams. Hopefully Anthem can pick up a couple of wins this season, because that would be big for the sport, especially in America. First up, we've got forward Sam Gala. In this photo that we've got up here, that mustache, I'm jealous. Love the look. He was the first overall pick in 2022 by the Dallas Jackals, and 2023 was clearly his rookie year. So he is entering his 4th season in the MLR. In 2025, he started 15 games and played in 15 games. He had 2 tries, 163 meters gained, and 187 tackles made. That's more than 10 tackles per game, which is fantastic for one of your forwards. He's got a great engine. The dude just keeps on running. He keeps moving. He just doesn't get tired, and one of the more reliable players in the league. Over his career, he's played in 41 games. He's recorded over 1,000 meters and has over 500 tackles. Again, one of the more consistent guys. Sam Gala is going to be where he needs to be when you need him to be there, and that's what he's going to keep on doing. Next up, we have Makeen Ali Khan. He's spent 2 years in the league with 320 tackles in 28 games. He's also gained 535 meters, and he scored 6 tries. The Anthem have another great tackler. The thing is, when you're losing, I hate to say this for Anthem fans, when you're losing games, you need to make more tackles than the other team, because you don't have the ball as much as they do. So these tackle numbers will be a little bit inflated coming into this season. But the thing is, they've really learned and own their craft in tackling. So if they need to make stops, they can make those stops. Next up, we've got Moni Tonga Uiha, another one of my favorite names in the MLR. He's another player that's been in the MLR since the MLR's beginning in 2018. So he's been playing for quite some time. He's MLR's 7th highest tackler. He's got the 7th most tackles in MLR history, and he's one of only 4 players to pass 100 MLR appearances through 2025, and all of his appearances so far have been with the NOLA Gold. But because they've folded, he is no longer on the team, of course, and he now gets to play with Anthem. In his career, he's played in 102 games. He has 16 tries, 4,317 meters gained, and 912 tackles. Another one of the greater hitmen in the league. Another one of the better guys at bringing guys down. Next up, we've got Johan Momsen, 2025 MLR's Iron Man. That's a sick accomplishment. That is very cool. He's the 7th highest tackler last season with 220 tackles. That's a lot of tackling being done. In a 16-game season, 220 tackles is nuts. He was part of All MLR's 2nd team last year. And in 2021, he actually won the MLR Forward of the Year. So this guy, another great forward, bringing a lot of talent to Anthem. He played in 19 games last season. He played in the championship. Unfortunately, he played for Houston. Unfortunately, they lost. Last season, he recorded 239 meters. He had 220 tackles and 3 tries. So when this man has the ball, he's still pretty darn good. But when he doesn't have the ball and your team does, his opposing team does, that dude's going to bring you down, and he's not afraid to do it. In his career, he's played in 85 games, 2,469 meters gained, and 961 tackles. Next up, we've got the youngest ever MLR player. His name is Seth Smith. I nickname him the Viking. I don't know if he knows that's one of his nicknames, but I love calling him the Viking. He's got that blonde, long hair look. He's entering his third year in the MLR, and in 2025, it was his best season. He had 13 games played. He scored 5 tries, recorded 137 meters, and had 89 tackles. He signed with the SaberCats when he was only 17 years old. The dude was driving for a single year when he signed a professional level contract in a professional sport. That is an incredible stat. That's such a cool feeling. Being in high school, probably a sophomore or a junior, and he's already getting signed to play Major League Rugby. Matt, any word on this guy?
Yes, Seth Smith plays 2 years now with the Houston SaberCats. Then of course they folded. Scurrying around, got lots of offers. You know, for a 20-year-old, shared some really mature thoughts in just simply thinking about how much it's going to cost to live in places now that the MLR is not covering or helping them with housing. He's wise amongst his years, or beyond his years, I should say. Comes from a great family, really good roots, really good examples, and can't wait to see how he progresses with Anthem. Another one of the reasons I hope Anthem starts having some W's to help these guys out.
And he's definitely reason to think that they can start winning. Seth Smith is a very impact player. The whole team that I've mentioned so far can really make an impact for this team in 2026. Moving on, we've got James Scott, former Chicago Hound. In 2025, he was another one of those players that was on MLR's second team, top 30 in the league. He was 9th in tackling in 2025 with 209 tackles, and he enters his third year in the league, first year with Anthem. Another great tackler on Anthem, another great guy at bringing guys down. That forward group that I just went over, lots of talent, lots of tackling pedigree, lots of takedowns. They know how to bring you down in open field. They know how to bring you down when it's not open field. They're just going to be a fantastic defensive squad. Now, can they score? Let's go over some backs. Luke Carty, entering his 6th season in the MLR. In 2025, he played with the NOLA Gold. He recorded 11 games, 4 assists, 121 meters, and 27 tackles. Over his career, he's played in 56 games, recorded over 1,000 meters, and has 223 tackles. Next up, Connor Mooneyham, the first ever MLR draft pick. That's cool. First ever MLR draft pick. That means in the first MLR draft, Connor Mooneyham was the first 101 for those that follow drafts. Over his career, he's played in 53 games, 268 meters, 238 tackles, and 14 tries. Connor Mooneyham is a great player. He's got a good amount of speed. He can tackle, he can run, he can score. He does what needs to be done in rugby. Next up, Junior Gaffa, 2024's Rookie of the Year. He enters his third year with Anthem and had a bit of a down year last year, but in his rookie year, he had 1,062 meters gained with 127 tackles. Maybe he can make that bounce back in year 3. Hopefully, he can make that bounce back in year 3. Next up is Will Leonard, entering his 8th year in the MLR. He's played in 75 games over his career. He's recorded 4,100 meters and has 794 takedowns over his career. He is the 35th player in MLR history to reach 50 appearances, and he is 8th in the MLR in meters gained just in 2022 with 1,267. So the dude is another one of those guys that can keep on running. He can run past you, he can run by you, he can run around you. He was also, in 2021, he was also 6th in tackling with 198. All around good player, good offensively and good defensively. Next, we have Zion Going. He is going into his 5th year in the league with Anthem. He was also part of MLR's second 15 selection in 2025. And in 2025, he recorded 276 meters, 114 tackles, and 4 tries. Another guy that's just going to keep on running. They're going to keep moving. They're going to do what needs to be done to score tries. And hopefully, Anthem can score a lot more tries this season, meaning more wins, hopefully. Next up, finally, Jordan Trainer, entering his 4th year in the league. In 2025, he had his best season in his career. He played in 16 games. He had 1,117 meters, which was good for second in the MLR last season. He was the second highest meters gained player in the MLR last season. That is an awesome stat, awesome thing to do, awesome thing to be known for. And hopefully in 2026, maybe he can move one spot up and be the first player, or maybe he can be a top 3 guy again. Either way, Anthem's got a great back player in Jordan Trainer, and hopefully he can do what he did last year. He also recorded 8 tries last season and 55 tackles. This Anthem team, their schedule, it's not going to be easy, as they've clearly shown the past couple of years. Matt, what can you say about this Anthem team?
Man, they're good. Like, they're better than they've ever been. They got more people on there that want to play, desire to play, that we've heard of that are playing. I don't know. That's just my perspective. I'm excited for them. I mean, yeah, they are kind of like the team that we're all rooting for at the end of the day. Kind of USA development partially is. I mean, now the whole league seems that way to me. I know that they gave up a lot of their options in the past to keep, USA talent and give away their international spots, but now it seems that that's not the case, and it's a stacked group, some real good experience too throughout the roster. So I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed so they can have a successful season. But and I know, somebody's going to take it on the chin. I just wonder if they're going to continue to take it on the chin, or if they're going to have a breakout season where they just, hey, we're here. I
really do see. I see a lot of league parity this year. I see a lot of teams that are going to be able to keep up in games at the very least. We won't see many blowouts, which is great for the league. And I don't think we see a team that goes unwinned this year, or a team that goes undefeated. I don't think we see either of them.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully. Matt, I know we all know, hopefully we all know, Saturday, first game of the season. We talked about it earlier. What do you think happens this Saturday when Legion play Anthem in week 1?
Yeah, and it's in Cali, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so man, I don't know. It sounds like I think Cali will come up as the W, be honest with you. It just seems like their team's stacked. They've been practicing in California this entire time. But then again, Anthem gives me no reason not to bet on them either. So I can't wait to see the result.
I think this season starts strong. I think Anthem starts 1-0. I really do. I think they're just that team. They play with they have a lot of chips on their shoulder. They've got weight of the world on their shoulder, the weight of the USA at least, because like you said earlier, that development thing. If Anthem doesn't do well this year, that isn't a good thing, obviously. But for the MLR, I think Anthem needs to win a couple of games this season. And I think they start with their first one in week 1 against California, because California doesn't know what. I don't even know if they've practiced where they're playing this week. So I don't know if it is a home game. Sure, Anthem's traveling over the country, don't get me wrong, but California might be playing in a place they've never played before. What's the difference?
Nope, it's going to go back to what you described it as. There's goal posts at each end of the pitch, and they're both just as ready as the other team, I guess.
Hopefully there's some green grass on the pitch as well.
Yeah, that part in history for San Diego Legion, that's not always guaranteed.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens this Saturday. 5 p.m., I believe, my time, 5 p.m. Central. I can't wait. I know it's not the Hounds. I know it's two random teams in MLR, but I cannot wait for regular season rugby.
Oh, man. All right. Is that a wrap, my man? You did a great job, by the way. It was fun to listen to.
I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm hopefully our fans also enjoyed. And that's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for giving us the breakdown of all these teams, all 6 of them now. Little perspective, if you will, on each player that you like to highlight, the overall roster, the overall schedules. Anybody that hasn't seen them, go back. Paul does a really good job on laying this all out and giving perspective. So thank you for that, sir.
No problem. I hope the fans love it just as well. And till next week, keep your tackles low, keep your heads high. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos at youtube.com/rugby100club.